row, we got a doozy for you. Banded row, this is just a regular band row. I usually do it in a stable stance or a staggered. Stable if it's a lighter band and our core can handle it. Staggered if it's if we're in IST, we're typically going heavier, and the band pull is going to be more than what our core can typically handle. We also want to make sure that we're keeping with the line of pull. So oftentimes, if we're wanting like a straight row, pulling right here, if we do this, oftentimes what you'll see is people bending back, which is not much different than doing a low row. All right, so very, very important. So keep that in mind when you're doing that band height. Very, very important in regards to your rows here. Stance, also very, very critical. I also like a staggered stance when we're doing that. I like to heel up so we can tuck those hips underneath and keep it tall all the way throughout. Just going to pull it into the nipple line, back out. If it's IST, it's of course very slow. And I want to make sure the band's hitting the chest every time. If it's fast, boom, just like so. And I'm looking to see, are those elbows passing that spine? That's very, very critical. I want to see the elbows pass that spine. That tells me we're getting that last 1 to 2 inches. It's really critical for the scapula. Very, very important. The band pull, very important as well. I mentioned already briefly about the stances. Band pull, if it's, you want the band to be pulling and hitting at the same point as the ankle. So this is about chest level. I would naturally just pull it right to the chest. If it was lower, this is actually not the case. So if it was lower, I'd be doing more of a high pull. Right? So I want my forearms in line with the bands at all times. That's an even better way to describe it. I want my forearms in line with the bands at all times. So what I'm not going to do is this. Go for like this low row here. Right? I would bring those bands down. Likewise, not going to be pulling up here unless it's a face pull. That would be perfect for a face pull where we would be keeping it high. When we're doing a regular band row, forearms in line with the bands. That line of pull. Very, very critical. Staggered stance or stable, and then band rows. So you may pull it to the belly button if that's the case, or bring the hands a little bit lower, stable or static, it kind of depends. If we were going for a high row, it'd be up high, and I'd be pulling down. If we're going for a low row, it'd be anchored down towards the ground, and I'd be pulling up. So again, it'd be line and pull, bands going down to the bottom anchor. High row, boom, bands going line and pull, going right to the top anchor. Very, very important. So those are your rows.